Hey everyone, have I here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be looking into the data download for the global upcoming worldwide celebration. And surprise, not surprise, that we're going to get a LR EZA, but this is going to be for STR LR Turles. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And I promise this is going to be the last video I record basically from this day. It's been an outrageous amount of information. Some kind of surprises, but also things that I expected. In this case, it was a little bit of surprise that we are getting this LR Turles now. I was expecting this like in part 2, but not a surprise that this unit is actually going to get an EZA because this seemingly is a movie boss's celebration. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and look at the login screens. We're going to get day 7 here with the Garlic Jr., and then day 6 is Dr. Willow. Day 5 is Turles. Oh, by the way, this is officially the Worldwide Celebration Heated Showdown campaign. That's the official name for it. The 4th day is actually a hooded Lord Slug, which actually looks pretty cool there. Then you have the Dokkan Festival exclusive LR Final Form Cooler. I've always loved that card art there. You have Metal Cooler for day 2. And then, interestingly enough, they have Bojack as number 1. So, a little confusing there, being that we've been seeing a lot of Broly, but for some reason, day 1 is Bojack. So, I wouldn't look that much into it. So, yeah. Anyway. So with that, let's go ahead and dive into the data download in of itself. Actually, we're going to look first and foremost into this LR EZA Turles. Of course, we're getting Cell Max. All these cards are actually dropping. I'll actually show this here. From when I'm recording this video, which is almost midnight, this is going to be dropping 8/20 at 11:30. So basically tomorrow. Less than 24 hours here. We have, of course, Devilman here as well. And then this LR Turles that's going to be EZAing. Again, surprising for a lot of people, not for me, because this was something I was expecting. But again, in part 2, not during the countdown, which I was actually expecting LR, Goku, and Piccolo being, you know, in movies, but again, seemingly they're just gonna be focusing a lot on movie bosses here. So this is the Team Turles, and what the EZA looks like here is interesting. So Terrifying Conquerors category key +4, 150%, and then again, this always bothers me here, the Extreme STR key type at 100% versus boosting it to 130 or 120 or something like that. But anyway. This is another 130% yellow coin LR. So the 12 key super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes a high chance of stunning the enemy. And then you have the 18 key, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, great chance of stunning the enemy. So it's always been very beneficial, you know, with like other modes of fighting, like Extreme Super Battle Road and things of that nature. But you know, certain individuals in the end game can be debuffed, and stunning is the ultimate debuff. But let's look at the passive skill here. So I technically haven't seen this yet. So attack defense 180%. Okay. Trying to remember what the boost of that is. It went from 130 to 180. Oh, there wasn't. Look at this. There wasn't much at all. So a lot more to this unit. So key +1 up to 5 plus an additional attack 10% up to 50%, and reduces damage received by 10% up to 50% per Terrifying Conquerors or Planetary Destruction category ally on the team, depending on which category has more members. Huh, is it a combination? Wait a minute. Depending on which category has more members. I'm not sure what that means on there. Can we do a combination? Like if we have some... Anyway, so we're looking for 5, right? We want 5, either Planetary Destruction or Terrifying Conquerors. That's what I'm assuming. Doesn't have to be like one or the other. But plus an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack if there's an Earthbred Fighters category enemy, plus an additional attack 50%. Okay. So definitely more useful for blue zone type fights, right? For Expert Fighters category enemies. Terrifying Conquerors and Planetary Destruction category allies, key +3. 50% boost for these two here. What was it before? It was just Terrifying Conquerors, right? Yeah, Terrifying Conquerors only. So nice little boost there. I like that. Plus an additional key +6 and activates effectives against all types when the target enemies is tacked down status or stunned. Okay, so debuff there. Attack effectives against all type, key +20 or more, and then all attacks become critical hits. Ooh, and launches an additional super attack when key is 24. Okay, so if you're using this unit with getting that 50% boost in damage reduction, this should be able to handle some pretty good stuff as a support floater, and you're going to be focusing on running it on it's limited to this team here of Terrifying Conquerors and Planetary Destruction. Fortunately, I would say the legendary Super Saiyan Broly should be on that, right? Planetary Destruction. Right, the int one is, because that's the leader on there. So, okay, yeah. So, we should have Broly, if they're going to do legendary Super Saiyan Broly as the LR, that should be on there. So, I'm expecting that to be one of the categories that are using. And then Terrifying Conquerors, I don't think Broly is on Terrifying Conquerors, right? That's a totally different group of individuals. Yeah, I don't see, you know, again, it could be like part 2 or some other you know, part of the celebration in part 2. That could be someone that's totally different than Broly. So anyway, active skill is still the same, right? Key +24 for 1 turn, and then activates when HP is 60% or less, etc., etc. So, you know, it's fine. I don't think this unit is as impactful as the STR UI Goku at the time, but I think this is a good support unit if you're wanting to run a support unit with Planetary Destruction for the upcoming Broly. So I think it's gonna be useful, and I think it's pretty solid as long as you get that 50% damage reduction. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at. We looked at the schedule already. There's a couple things on here. I don't know if you guys can actually see. Why is it not showing my Twitter? That's fine. I'll just leave it on here. I'll just quickly talk about it. We got the we got tickets for the Cell Max. All right, so we're excited about that, right? Cell Max is an incredible unit. Like I mentioned before on my 2 other videos that I recorded today, that they had to do this. It was a necessary evil, in a sense that it's evil because it's another banner Global is getting before the unification, and they should have spread these out a little bit better. But it's like week after week after week, we're just getting banner after banner. Luckily, we're not getting the Jiren banner. I don't think we're going to get the Jiren banner until December, when the next double rates banner is going to be dropping for JP, along then probably with Global, and then we'll probably see LR Jiren on that banner as a combination, because they need to combine things together. Really, it's just going to be LR Jiren and Master Roshi, so I can see them combining it in in a partial celebration with JP. So, I think that's pretty much about it. That's what I'm going to go over. It's because it's already late, and shoot, it's already midnight, so I already missed the timing to drop this video right at midnight here. So I'm pretty much done for the day. So last video of technically the day, or this now dropping for tomorrow. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video somewhat. And if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. I gotta get some rest. Thanks for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. Catch you next time. Later.